Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, I'm Garth Allen. This is Racing News Now. And today we have the winner of Saturday's Portland 112 for the ARCA Series West. We can't call him P2 Drew anymore. How's it going today, man?
Pretty good. Just another Monday at the shop, getting ready for Sonoma this weekend, try and maybe snag another win.
Well, yeah, first off, congratulations on finally being able to snag that first win. It's a long time coming. What does it feel like to finally have that monkey off your back?
I mean, it feels great. I feel like a lot of weight was lifted off my shoulders. I don't know if it was just getting that first win or just making it through that race. It was tough as it was.
Yeah.
But no, it feels good. And it's great to, finally check that box off a race win, which it feels great. And with such a long time left in the season, hopefully we can grab a couple more.
Well, you mentioned the conditions. It looked like it was tough out there, but was it worse than even what it looked like on TV? How challenging was that race?
I mean, driving any car at that kind of speed in the rain is pretty difficult. I was lucky to have taken my experience from karting in the rain and stuff and applying that. But really, the biggest issue to me was the visibility. My car, I struggled a lot with the inside of the windshield fogging up. That was my biggest problem, was just being able to see. So
Yeah,
I had my spotters. I told them, just give me all the info you can think of, and I'll make my way around here. That's pretty much how we did it.
nice. So let's go back to the very beginning of the race. You absolutely dominated this race, led 31 of the 42 laps that we ended up getting to complete, but it wasn't without its drama. Turn one, lap one, you and Daniel Dye just go straight from turn one. What was the reason for that? Was that just a situation of Daniel wasn't sure on the conditions and went deeper than he needed to, and you were just kind of using him as a braking marker, or what exactly happened there?
No, I mean, I wasn't necessarily using him as a brake marker. I thought I thought I got on the brakes where I think I should have, but apparently I just completely misjudged it, and I mean, I'm super happy that I was just glad that I'm losing it here. Glad that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I was
Right.
able to turn the thing around and enter the wall backwards. I think that was the best case scenario. I figured if I was going in head first, it was probably going to be pretty slim chance to get out of there. But yeah, luckily to just have minimal damage. And I mean, I flat out drove it in way too deep. As soon as I hit the brakes, I was like, oh, there's no way. There's 0% chance I'm making the corner. So
Yeah.
from then on, it was just trying to minimize the damage and then start recovery from there.
Well, was that the wettest it had been in the day up to that point? Is that why you kind of misjudged
No,
that?
no, it it had to do with the change of we decided to take the cut through this year for starts and restarts instead of trying to go through the chicane, because after everything that happened last year, and I
Yeah.
think we all saw the end of the Xfinity race, how long that took, every
Right.
restart into there. So we just I think in dry conditions it's not going to be that big of a deal. You're still going to get pretty fast into that corner on a normal line, but in the rain, it was much slower going into that corner. So to take the cut through, I just completely misjudged it and had way too much speed in.
Okay. Well, and that incident really set you back. I think you came back on track like 11th or 12th or something like that. But then by the time we had the first caution on lap nine, you were back to, I think, fourth, cut through the field really quickly. And by the time you got bunched back up with the field at that point, then it was on and you were gone. So just talk about what it was like to have such a great car like that, that you could just run away like that once you had finally caught back up to the field.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I made my one major mistake in the beginning, but I knew from then on the biggest key to the day was just to minimize mistakes and just keep the thing on the road.
Mm-hmm.
That very first round of pit stops, a lot of people elected to come down pit road, so we actually was just I ended up on the restart starting first. So from then on, it was, my visibility was getting much better. I didn't have the overspray. The fog was kind of going away inside the
Mm-hmm.
car. Was able to get to the end of that first half and back to just minimizing mistakes. I think Connor pressured me a couple times. I'm not sure if it was the first half or second half, but he gave me some good pressure there for a little bit. And but it seemed to me like he was making a couple mistakes here and there, or maybe it was just too hard to see. I don't know, but we're separated quite a bit. But definitely minimize mistakes as the biggest key. The car, we've hardly really made any changes from how we showed up expecting dry weather. I mean, we just went out there and drove it.
So with another road course coming up very quickly this weekend with Sonoma, how likely are we to see 2 in a row out of you now?
I would like to say that's pretty likely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's coming or whatnot, but like I've been telling everybody, right now we just show up every race and put our best foot forward and do our job the best we can. And I'm super grateful to have such a big road course background that hopefully I get to utilize that to its fullest and keep extending the points lead too.
Well, and you mentioned the road course background, but you've been very fast on the ovals as well. Now that you've got that first win checked off on the road course, how important is it for you to check off the oval win, maybe here in less than a month when we get to Irwindale in July?
Yeah, for me, it's huge. I mean, I'm definitely, I get, that's something I'm super proud of too. Like, obviously I get to utilize my road course background, but I feel like I'm learning very quickly with the oval stuff. And I feel like I've been knocking on the door every race this year. So I almost wanted to win an oval first, just so I didn't get this label of a road course guy or whatnot. But no, definitely need to check that off now, get the oval win out of the way, and then we'll be on a tear from there, hopefully.
Definitely. Well, I'm sure this won't be the last win this season. This definitely won't be the last time we talk to you after a win this year. They always say once the first one comes, they come like a flood after that. So hopefully that's the case for you going forward this season. But I think that's all I got for you today. So again, congratulations on this first win. Thanks for joining us today, and good luck at Sonoma this weekend.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me on, and thank you for this weekend.